Okay, so yesterday we have gone through some of the concept, right? So are you remembering that? One by one, you can tell me what we have learned yesterday. Yes, anyone?
Enum operator.
Enum operator. So what is the syntax of enum operator? Enum, then the name of that enum operator. Yes, and then you need to pass the values. The values which you have passed, they are going to be listed. The default, it will start with 0. If you wish to start with any particular number, you can assign to it. Okay, so this is what enum operator, and how much size is required to store the values in enum operator? The maximum data type, and by default here we are having the integer type of value. Okay, so maximum 4 bytes are required to store enum values. Yes, what we have seen after enum operator?
EPLs.
No, thereafter we have seen type conversion, typecasting, correct? So we have seen implicit typecasting and explicit. Okay. Okay, so implicit कधी होतं? When we are moving from lower order to higher order of a data type. त्या केसमध्ये the implicit type conversion is carried out. And if we wish to go from like a higher to lower, so at that time we need to mention the explicitly in which format I want the data. Okay, I will go to that part. Here, see, this is the sequence for implicit typecasting. If I'm having the character data type, I can be convert implicitly here in the integer. How that we have seen yesterday, by taking the value of one variable. Here I have copied the code implicit. Okay, I have taken one variable of type character, and the value passed is capital A. And we know this capital, as this character is lower than the integer, and here we are performing the addition. For this case, I have taken one integer and other is character type of value. But as per the sequence, it is going to be converted into the integer. Now, how this x is converted to integer? It is going to check the ASCII value of your letter. That means irrespective of A, it may be like A, B, C, D. It may be in capital letters or small letters. For every letter, we have one ASCII value in this computer system. Okay, so capital A is having 65, small a is having some 93 value. Okay, so it depends. Now it will go for the addition of integer 10 plus the ASCII value of a, that is 65. 10 plus 65, you will got the answer 75. And now check here for explicit. P and B are both have mentioned with the data type integer, but I want result in the float. Okay, now again you can go back and check. See, integer it comes first and float it comes later. If I wish to traverse reverse way, if I want to display the result in this format and I'm having it into the integer, at that moment I need to write it explicitly float. मला कशामध्ये result पाहिजे ना float मध्ये. So this type of conversion we called it as explicit type casting, and this is implicit type casting. Okay, after this we have started with, yes, can anybody tell me?
Control structure.
Control structure. Basically, control structure, that means you are controlling the execution. Okay, controlling execution of different statements in your program. For that, you have two categories. One is decision control. Whether screen is visible clearly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So decision control statement and loop control statement. So which are the decision control? The statements which will be helping to execute certain instructions, or to skip certain statements by determining, this is very important, logical condition. म्हणजे तुम्हाला ते स्टेटमेंट एक्झिक्यूट करायचे आहेत की स्किप करायचे आहेत हे कोण ठरवतं? Determination of your logical condition. If this condition is true, then you need to execute, otherwise go for the other statement. Okay, likewise. And the second section is loop control structure. So आता या केस मध्ये काय होतंय की डिसिजन कंट्रोल मध्ये ते स्टेटमेंट हे एकदाच एक्झिक्यूट होतं. ओके, डिसिजन कंट्रोल स्टेटमेंट मध्ये काय होतं की जे स्टेटमेंट तुम्हाला एक्झिक्यूट करायचं, यू आर गोइंग टू एक्झिक्यूट इट वन्स. But if I wish to execute the statement repeatedly, जोपर्यंत condition true आहे तोपर्यंत. Okay. If I wish to execute a statement till the condition, logical condition is true, at that time, this structure we called it as a loop control statement. Then we have three different loops: for loop, while loop, do while loop. आता याच्यामध्ये पण डिफरन्स काय आहे की एंट्री कंट्रोल लूप आणि एक्झिट कंट्रोल लूप. फॉर लूप, व्हाईल लूप आर कॉल्ड इट ॲज एंट्री कंट्रोल लूप. डू व्हाईल लूप इज कॉल्ड इट ॲज एक्झिट कंट्रोल लूप. काल आपण स्ट्रक्चर बघितलं, व्हाय वी कॉल्ड इट ॲज सिंटॅक्स बघितलं, व्हाय वी कॉल्ड इट ॲज एंट्री कंट्रोल अँड एक्झिट कंट्रोल. बिकॉज इफ this is what a syntax: if this condition is true, then and then only the statement belongs to this for loop. That means open and close curly bracket are going to be executed. Jar hi condition false aseल, then my control will go outside this for loop. That means it is not going to execute the statements for loop. Okay. So इथे काय होतंय की हे स्टेटमेंट एक्झिक्यूट करायच्या आधी तुमचा कंडिशन्स काय आहेत ते चेक केले जातात. Similarly for here, while loop, if this condition is true, then this statement is executed, otherwise it will not. Now, so for this reason only, for loop and while loop are called as entry control loop. Now what happens here in the do while? It first execute the statement and then it checks the condition. म्हणजेच काय की minimum one time this statement is going to be executed, irrespective of this condition is true or false. ही कंडिशन ट्रू असू देत किंवा फॉल्स असू देत, कमीत कमी एक वेळेस तुम्ही डू मध्ये जे काही स्टेटमेंट लिहिलेले असेल किंवा कॅल्क्युलेशन्स केलेले असतील, they are going to be executed. Now consider the case is true. If this case is true, then again up to this statement is true, this loop is going to be executed repeatedly. In the second case, if this statement is false, if this case is false, it will not go to implement again these statements. It is statements असतील किंवा अजून calculations असेल. So the compiler will not go to this place. Compiler will go outside the semicolon. That means for next statements. Okay. So syntax समजलेत का? Have you understood?
सर,
Yes.
फॉर लूप आणि वाईल लूप मध्ये फरक असतो का? सेमच चालतं ना ती दोन?
नाही, जर तुम्ही याचा सिंटॅक्स, इफ यू चेक द सिंटॅक्स, सी फॉर व्हाईल लूप वी आर गिव्हिंग हिअर कंडिशन. आता याच्यामधला जो सिंटॅक्स आहे, इनिशियलायझेशन ऑफ व्हेरिएबल्स, इन्क्रीमेंट अँड डिक्रीमेंट, बिफोर स्टार्टिंग विथ दिस व्हाईल लूप हिअर यू कॅन इनिशियलाइज, लेट्स से इंटिजर I or I is equal to let's say 10, आणि इथे तुम्ही कंडिशन्स देणार, जी कंडिशन्स तुम्ही इथे देणार आहे ती इनिशियलायझेशन. नाउ आय विल टेल यू द डिफरन्स. याच्यामध्ये डिफरन्स काय, एक्झिक्युशन इज सेम, फक्त याचं काय की सिंटॅक्स थोडासा वेगळा आहे. इथे तुम्ही इनिशियलाइज नाही करू शकत जसं तुम्ही इथे इनिशियलाइज करायला अलाउड आहे, बट इट इज अगेन इट इज नॉट मॅन्डेटरी. हे तुम्ही इथे इनिशियलाइज नाही करता जर नुसता सेमिकोलन जरी दिलं इथे, दॅट इज ऑल्सो सफिशियंट. बट फॉर लूप these two semicolons are mandatory. हे तुम्हाला दोन सेमिकोलन द्यायलाच लागणार आहेत, irrespective of your initialization or this increment or decrement. हे तुम्हाला सेमिकोलॉन द्यायलाच लागणार बिकॉज इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ सिंटॅक्स. मग तुम्ही इथे जे इनिशियलाइज करताय तेच तुम्ही इथं म्हणजे व्हाईल लूपच्या आधी इनिशियलाइज करणार. आणि इथे जे तुम्ही इन्क्रीमेंट और डिक्रीमेंट करताय, you need to increment or decrement here in the body of while loop. ही जी काही ओपन अँड क्लोज कर्ली ब्रॅकेट आहे याच्या आतमध्ये द्यायचे. वर्किंग इज सिमिलर. इफ यू डोंट गिव्ह दिस इन्क्रीमेंट और डिक्रीमेंट तर काय होईल की ही कंडिशन जोपर्यंत ट्रू आहे तोपर्यंत तुमचं काय होईल, स्टेटमेंट इन्फिनाइट लूपला जाईल. ओके, आय विल गो टू दॅट. I will demonstrate you that part. Execution by execution wise, the implementation is same, but there is like some changes in the syntax part. येते लक्षात?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is screen visible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's say I'm having integer I is equal to 10, and here I'm going to use while, and in while I is less than 11. Okay, I will print this out. I will have one more say out here. Outside while. Okay, now check what I did here. I have initialized one variable I is equal to 10. I'm checking the condition here. If you remember the syntax of while loop. Okay, while logical condition. Okay, so here I kept the condition I is less than 11. Now we are looking for, आपण काय बघतोय, हा पार्ट लूप कंट्रोल. म्हणजेच काय की ती कंडिशन जोपर्यंत ट्रू आहे तोपर्यंत काय होणार, एक्झिक्यूट होत राहणार. ती त्या स्टेटमेंटची जी काय बॉडी आहे, व्हाईल असेल, फॉर असेल किंवा डू व्हाईल असेल, तर याच्यामधली जी कंडिशन आहे ती कंडिशन जोपर्यंत ट्रू आहे तोपर्यंत काय होतंय, इट गोज एक्झिक्यूट रिपीटेडली. ओके, सो जस्ट अ मिनिट. Okay, now as this condition is true, the body of this while loop is going to be execute repeatedly. कधीपर्यंत, जोपर्यंत ही कंडिशन ट्रू आहे तोपर्यंत. Now I click on the run. See, if you check this output right hand side, hello, 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 and it goes into the infinite loop. Why? Because I have not given the termination condition. Termination म्हणजेच काय की I have not incremented the value of I variable within the body of this while loop, or neither it is decremented. So it goes and check the value of I variable is 10, and 10 is always less than 11. So it will not stop its like printing. Here is a hide. If you click on hide, you will get again like these many number of while hello world printed. So for that reason, this is very likely mistakes are happening in the while loop. ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही while loop execute करतात त्यावेळेस बऱ्यापैकी these mistakes you made while you are implementing the while loop programs, because you have not incrementing the value or decrementing the value. You just perform the operations and it goes on like displaying multiple times. Why? Because you have not checked the condition and it goes into the infinite loop. Now check, I have incremented here value of I with 1, I plus plus, that means it increment the value of I variable by 1. Now check. Okay, I will mark here as /n so that it will move to next line, will move to next line. Okay, I will reuse it again. Now check I plus plus, that means whatever I am having the value of I is 10, it is incremented later when I'm going to use it. Okay, now here I'm going to use I plus plus. What is the value of I plus plus is 10 plus 11, 10 plus 1 11, and 11 is not less than 11. It is equal to, right? If I mention over here less than or equal to, it will print 2 times hello world. Okay, that means 10 for one time, for 11 again it will print hello world. Now again it goes to +1, that means 12. Okay, now it will check 12. 12 is not less than equal to, so it will stop the execution and it will go outside, means next statement. And what is the next statement? Outside while hello world. Okay, समजले तुम्हाला execution of while loop?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now if you go to this, I have designed some problem statements. So yesterday we discussed about same thing with if else, difference between if and else if ladder. Else if ladder का वापरतो आपण because I am having the multiple conditions. If you wish to check only one condition, then you should go with if. Sorry, if you have two conditions, then use if else. Either this condition will be true or next. If you have multiple conditions, then go with else if ladder. Okay, so this point we discussed yesterday. Now, okay, now this is my problem statement. Okay, I will copy this. Okay, in comment I will print it, means I need to read what I wish to implement it here. Okay, now I will write here my roll number. Make a habit of it. You first need to write your roll number, then your name, and program. Okay, now what is the program? Implement a program to print positive number entered by the user. So I need to create one program which allow me to print positive numbers. That means if I enter any number, it should give me it's a positive number. म्हणजे आउटपुट मला काय आलं पाहिजे, as like here इथे जसं दिसतंय तुम्हाला hello world, इथे मला काय पाहिजे, it's a positive number. ओके, युजरनी जो काही नंबर दिलेला असेल तो पॉझिटिव्ह आहे की निगेटिव्ह. सो आय नीड टू चेक इट. सो दिस इज द प्रोग्राम. नाउ have you understood what is the program? Hello, have you understood the problem statement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now okay, I will remove this. Tell me the definition of positive number. Yes, anyone?
Numbers greater than 0.
Yes, the numbers which are greater than 0, we call it as positive number. So with this line only, I will type it here. If number greater than 0, then I should print. For printing, we are using cout. It's a positive number. Okay, it's a positive number. But now check. Okay, it must be end with semicolon. Now for this num, I need to first initialize. Okay, whatever the variables you are going to use in the program, you need to remember it has to be first initialized. So I will initialize it. Let's say number is equal to 10. I'm going to check simply condition. If number is equal to 10, now it will check number. What is the value of number? 10. 10 is greater than 0. Yes, the condition is true. It goes to this, that means body of if statement. And what is there in the body of if statement? See out, print it's a positive number. Okay, I will run. Okay, it gives me correct output. Now, instead of 10, if I write -1, again it goes, I will check. Okay, it doesn't give me any output because this case is false. -1 greater than 0. The case is false, so it will not enter into the body of if loop. But after this if loop, I don't have anything. Okay, so what I will do here, I'll print one more message. The number is not a positive number. Okay, you may be thinking why I have made this message. The number is not a positive number. Simply I can say the number is negative. Barabar na? But you need to check. We are checking only one condition. Number greater than 0. इथं आपण काय कंडिशन चेक करतोय? Greater than 0. We are not checking the equality. म्हणजे आपण 0 आहे का तो पण चेक करत नाही आणि निगेटिव्ह आहे का तो पण चेक करत नाही. So for this reason I have written this message. The number is not positive. It may be 0 or it may be negative. Okay, are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I run the program once again. The number is not positive because it is -1. Okay, this is what a static program. Okay, that means our program is working. Now read the statement again. The number entered by the user. म्हणजे इथे मी इनिशियलाइज करून चालेल का? नाही. What I need to do, I need to initialize it. So I will write one more message, cout enter in, sorry, enter any number and I will have seen, and I'm going to store it into number variable, and whatever the value is given by the user, it is going to be compared. Now just check. Enter any number. Let's say again we will check with 10. It's a positive number. The number is not a positive number. Why this is happening? After execution of this block, again it goes to this part. Okay, so I will hide this. Here, the question is only to print positive number. So I will not add any other line here in the program. ते फक्त आपण एक चेकिंग साठी ठेवलं होतं की नसेल ही जर कंडिशन ट्रू नसेल तर ते, but it doesn't have any sense in this our program statement. So I will run the program again. Let's say 10. It's a positive number. I'll run the program again. Okay, 0. So it will not provide anything. It will, sorry, it runs again. Okay. Okay, the simply cursor is blinking. That means it is not working because the condition is false. Okay, if मध्ये समजलं काय? इथे फक्त आपण काय करतोय? एकच कंडिशन चेक करतोय. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is my second problem statement? Okay, second comment. Implement a program to check whether an integer is positive or negative. Okay, now I need to display whether the user entered as a positive number or it is a negative number. Okay, now here I'm having two cases. If you go here in the first problem statement, here only I have one case to display positive numbers. So I have used the if loop. But if you go to this second problem statement, it is asking me to check whether that input integer, okay, I will write it here. Input integer is positive or negative. That means I need to check two conditions. And for two condition, yes, we are having which loop? Yes, for
If
two
else.
conditions, correct. If else. Now I'll go to here again. Okay. What is the definition of negative number?
Less than 0.
Yes. So if the number is less than 0, then it will be negative. That means if this condition is true, if number is not greater than 0, that means obviously it is less than 0 or 0. Okay. Is it correct? जर नंबर
Yes.
हा 0 पेक्षा मोठा नसेल तर तो काय असणार आहे, एक तर 0 असणार आहे किंवा काय असणार आहे,
लहान असते.
हा लहान, म्हणजे त्याच्यापेक्षा लहान असेल तर त्याला आपण 0 पेक्षा जर लहान असेल तर त्याला काय म्हणतो, निगेटिव्ह. ओके, सो आय विल चेक हिअर. It's negative. Negative number. Okay, now I will check. I will run the program again. Let's say 10. It's a positive number. Okay. Now -1. It's a negative number. Okay. Then 0. Why it goes to negative? Yes, because here we have not checked the condition equal to. इथे आपण equal to check केलंय का? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now check the condition again. If number greater than 0. If number greater than 0 जर असेल तर त्याला पॉझिटिव्ह मध्ये टाका. अदरवाइज जर नंबर हा 0 पेक्षा जर ग्रेटर नसेल तर तो काय असणार आहे, तुमचा निगेटिव्ह नंबर. ओके, आता इथे चेक करा, ही कंडिशन ट्रू आहे का? जर मी 0 ग्रेटर दॅन 0, ही कंडिशन ट्रू आहे का? हॅलो. Okay, I will write what is happening here. If, and what is the value of num? That is 0 greater than 0. Is this condition true? हे statement true आहे का?
No.
No. Okay, now what is if else loop? If this condition is false, then whatever I have written in the else, it is going to be executed. जर ही कंडिशन फॉल्स असेल तर जे काही मी लिहिलेलं आहे हे काय असणार आहे, फॉल्स असणार आहे. ओके, नाउ फॉर दिस रिझन what I need to do here, first I need to check if my number, if it is equal to 0, sorry, if not equal to 0, then it has to enter here. Okay, I will explain what I'm doing here. Okay, if not equal to 0, okay, it starts with this curly bracket, it ends it here, and this is what the body of this if. Okay, if I will write one more here. Okay, check. Now I'll rerun the program again, and I will discuss with you. See, if I give now 0, it prints it's a 0. Now how this happens? Are you looking here at the screen, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now check. My execution starts. How it starts? Now I taken the value from the user 0. Okay, so this number variable containing the value 0. Now it goes and it checks if num is not equal to 0. That means इथे जी काय value असेल, okay, I will write it here in the comment. If, and what is the value of now here number? 0. Am I correct? Hello?
Yes.
Huh. And now check what is the condition not equal to. So not equal to, I'm writing 0. Is this condition true? 0 not equal to 0. Is this
No.
condition true or false?
False.
False.
False. So what is the implementation in if and else? If this condition is false, it will not enter into the body of this if loop. It will go and it will execute the else loop. आता इथे जर चेक केलं मी तुम्ही तर मी काय केलंय इफ लूप मध्ये इफ एल्स लूप ऍड केलाय. जर तुम्ही बघितलं इथं ओपन कर्ली ब्रॅकेट आणि क्लोज कर्ली ब्रॅकेट म्हणजेच काय दिस इज व्हॉट द बॉडी ऑफ दिस इफ स्टेटमेंट. If this statement is true, then it will go for positive or negative. If this statement is false, म्हणजेच काय 0 आहे. So it will print 0. येते लक्षात?
Yes, sir.
आणि या टाईपच्या स्ट्रक्चरला हा जो प्रोग्रामचा कन्सेप्ट आहे याच प्रोग्रामच्या कन्सेप्टला काय म्हणतात? नेस्टिंग इफ एल्स. नेस्टेड इफ एल्स, नेस्टेड फॉर लूप, नेस्टेड व्हाईल लूप, नेस्टेड डू व्हाईल लूप, असे प्रोग्रामचे कन्सेप्ट आहेत. म्हणजेच काय की लूप एक्झिक्यूट विदिन द लूप. नेस्टेड कधी म्हणायचं? जर इथं तुम्ही फॉर लूप लिहिला आणि इथे इफ एल्स लूप लिहिला तर त्याला नेस्टेड लूप म्हणत नाहीत. जर इथे जी कंडिशन तुम्ही लिहिली इफ आणि तुम्ही प्रोग्राम मध्ये पण त्याच बॉडीमध्ये परत जर तुम्ही इफ एल्स जर यूज करत असाल तर त्या केसमध्ये त्याला नेस्टिंग म्हणतात. ओके, बट इफ यू यूज हिअर फॉर लूप and within the for loop if you use this if else loop, so it is not called it as a nesting of loop. नेस्टिंग कधी म्हणायचं? जर तुम्ही आउटर लूप आणि तुमचे इनर्स म्हणजे त्या बॉडी मधले जर लूप सेमच असतील, म्हणजे जर बाहेर फॉर लूप असेल and within the body of for loop again you have implemented one more for loop, then we called it as a nested for loop. तर या कन्सेप्टला काय म्हणतात? नेस्टेड if else if or if else loop. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I executed this 0. Okay, I will try for some other test. Let's say 10. Now 10. Check again here. It goes here. Number, what is the value of number? It is now 10. 10 not equal to 0. Yes, the condition is true. When the condition is true, it will enter into the body of this if loop. Barabar ka? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now it founds next line again one more condition. So what is the condition? If number greater than 0, again it will check what is the value of number, that is 10. 10 greater than 0, yes, the condition is true, so it will execute again the body of this if loop. It will not go for this else, so it will just go and print it's a positive number. Now I will check one more condition here, -1. Okay, run the program. Sorry, -1 and enter. Now again it checks the condition here. Now what is the value of num? That is -1. -1 not equal to 0. Yes, again it is true. So again it enters into the body of this if loop. Open and close curly bracket. Okay, this is the body of if loop. Now again it found one more condition. If number is greater than 0, then again the value of number is like -1. Is -1 greater than 0? Yes. Is this true or false?
False.
False. Okay. So it will go and implement whatever things there in the else loop. It will not execute the body of if, as the condition is false. So it will execute the content from the else loop. Okay. येतंय लक्षात?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, this was our third problem statement. Implement a program to check whether it's an integer, positive, negative, or 0. Okay. So, sorry. So for this, you will be having this condition. Okay. Any doubt? Or you can, instead of using this nested, you can use